What do you think of my British accent? Oh, I'm chuffed to bits then, governor.
Terrible. It's awful. That really sounds exactly like an American accent.
We'll have to work on it.
You do, yeah.
So you've met this person, right?
Yes, I did. I met HRH.
Did you ask him to bend the knee?
Yeah, no, I think I was asked to bend the knee. You have to do the whole thing. You can't turn your back. You have to curtsy. You have to say, like, he has his title, His Royal Highness, or something along those lines. And I struggled with that. But I should have. I don't think he's ever watched my show. Disappointing.
You played the piano, the flute, and the guitar?
I used to play the flute. The guitar I can play really badly. Just lack of patience, I think. Like, if you gave me a guitar now, I wouldn't be able to play it. And then the piano, not really. No. So if I put that on my CV, that was when I was, trying to get a job.
Would you ever do a flute duet with this person?
Oh yeah, I knew you were going to give me my girl Lizzo! Hells yes. Hells to the yes. I would. I love her so much. But I saw her at Glastonbury and, like, lost my shit. Just went completely mental for her. And then she whips out a flute. It's the most unexpected instrument for a pop star to bring out.
She's pretty cool.
She's amazing.
A lot of fans say that your eyebrows have their own life.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, and to the point where I hate it. Like, I'll watch myself back in a movie or on the show. I kind of keep them in check because Khaleesi never really, got too hepped up about much. But in life, I find it deeply infuriating. I was once, I was at a doctor's office and I was trying to change the appointment, and this woman is being very serious, like you're being right now, and really trying to keep a straight face, and she just couldn't keep herself together. She just kept laughing, and I was like, what is funny about me trying to change my 2 o'clock appointment to a 4 o'clock? And she's like, it's just your eyebrows. I can't look at them without laughing.
Can you do the wave with your eyebrows?
Is that it? No, that was terrible.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah? Yeah,
Would you say that the eyebrows are the window to your soul?
Yeah. Maybe.
So is it true that you speak English and Italian?
I speak a pitiful amount of Italian, but a little bit.
Is your Italian better than your Dothraki?
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah. Some Dothraki I would make up. Yeah.
Can you tell me what you really feel about me in Dothraki?
No, because I don't remember the lines. They never gave us the language. They would only ever give me what to say, as in what I was specifically saying in that scene. So if I were to say anything to anyone in Dothraki, it's just remembering a line from the show.
So you only know the script?
Yeah. So koi is blood of my blood. And that's all I remember, folks, from 8 years shooting a show in Dothraki.
Is that true?
She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
So in the movie Last Christmas, you work in a Christmas shop?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a little foolish to have a year-round Christmas shop?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's like, in department stores, you've got the Christmas section. It just kind of creeps me out. Like, who's doing that? I get the kind of getting something in a January sale, but doing it in, April? It just... Why? It doesn't make any sense.
You're also dressed as an elf in the movie?
Yes, it's my uniform working in the Christmas shop.
Would you say you're a more believable elf than this person?
Yep. I kind of went pretty method, and I took as much inspiration from him as possible, though. Yeah.
Did she really take inspiration from Will Ferrell?
That's questionable.
Damn it. Well, I tried.
Let's move on to your career. After drama school, you played Snow White for kids' parties.
Yeah.
Was that a pleasant experience?
Oh, it was terrible. It was once, and I was part of a catering company, because then when you're working in catering, you can kind of work around your, at that time, non-existent auditions. And this was for a really kind of bougie business Christmas party. So all the adults would go and have like a Christmas party, and then they had for all of their kids, all of their very rich, very spoiled kids, was like a play land that was filled with all of these Disney characters. And I played Snow White in that. I was Snow White. It was just terrible. Yeah.
Would you say you were the fairest of them all?
On that particular day, probably. Yeah.
Did that gig appear on your resume when you auditioned for Game of Thrones?
No, I absolutely didn't. Not at all. Yeah, I catered a gig, a kids' party of Snow White. I didn't think it was conducive to my next job, to my first job.
So you weren't proud of that?
No.
You starred in Solo, a Star Wars story, correct?
Yes.
Have you seen all of the Star Wars films?
No.
Do you remember the name of the second Star Wars movie from the original trilogy?
Christ. Okay. Is that the Return of the Jedi? No. It's the one about the Sith. I don't know. No, I can't.
It's The Empire Strikes
The Empire
Back.
Strikes Back.
Let's redo that one. Can you remember the second film from the original franchise?
The Empire Strikes Back.
She's telling the truth.
Very good. Would Darth Maul beat Jon Snow in a fight?
Well, yeah, Jon Snow's got a sword, that's it. And his curly locks. I really don't think they would have, done much.
Do you recognize this woman?
Yes, my girl Phoebe, we love her.
Did you get along on the set of Solo?
Yeah.
Did she get you tickets to her sold-out Fleabag show?
So she got me tickets to the New York show. Because I saw it originally when it was in Soho, when I was fangirling over her, and then saw it in New York because I wanted to see her and see it. And so seeing it again in New York, that was wonderful. And then when it was on in the West End, I was like, babe, I'm not going to ask that from you. to go and see it a third time. But yeah,
you didn't see it
wonderful. Huh?
You didn't see it a third time.
No, so I saw it in Soho back before Phoebe was who Phoebe is now, and then in New York, but then not the West End one. But a doctor asked me for tickets. He was like, I heard you know Phoebe Waller-Bridge, can you get me tickets for her sold-out show? And I was like, no, probably not.
Is it true that your mom decorated your bedroom with your Solo character's merchandise?
She one day, oh Christ, so she really likes the merchandise with her daughter's face on it. And one day she came to visit me on set in Star Wars, and it was when we were doing the body scan for the toys. And little do I know, I'm like, where's my mum gone? And she's off talking to the head of merchandise, no less.